Hello there, and welcome to math class. I wanted to do just a few more examples with the forms of numbers because we didn't add these as flashcards, and I want to be sure that you really understand that terminology. If I had it to do over, I would add them as flashcards, but it's okay. We'll manage here. So I'm just on the page after we did place value in whole numbers. I'm just adding the next page in my notebook for practice with forms. And I'm just going to make up some examples off the top of my head and show you the forms that go with them. So the first thing we need to realize is that numbers are usually written in standard form. So for this example, we're going to use standard form of 6, 932. So that is a number in standard form. Let's write expanded form right underneath that one. An expanded form is generally the one that folks struggle with just a little bit if they're going to struggle with anything. So to expand this one, you write it with its place values. So you have 6 in the thousands place, plus 9 in the hundreds place, plus 3 in the tens place, plus 2 in the ones place. So you're expanding out the place values. And then word form, which is my absolute least favorite because I don't like writing all of this out, but it's necessary, is simply how you would say the number. So you would say 6,000. And since there's a comma after the 6, you need a comma after 1,000. 6,900. You don't need a comma after 100 because there's not one in the digit or in the number. 932. You do need to hyphenate, put a dash in 32 because it's less than 100. So we're combining the 30 and the 2 to get 32. 6,932. Now there is one more form. It's called scientific form that you will learn about when we study decimals. So you will see this expanded form again throughout the course, and we will add that fourth form. Just not ready to do that right now. Okay, here's another example. Standard form. And again, you usually see numbers in standard form. Let's do 3, 0, 0, 3, 0, 0, 3. Now this is a very unusual looking number. So let's expand it out and see what we have. Expanded form. Expanded form will help you read the number. So I have 3 digit 3's in this number. I have a 3 in the millions place. So I have 3 million. Then I have a 3 in the thousands place, 3,000. And then I have a 3 in the ones place. We can actually expand the zeros, but there's no need to. You only need to expand the numbers that are not zeros. So 3,003,003. That's how you read this one. So if it's how you read it, it's how you write it. So word form is going to be 3 million. And you see back in standard form there's a comma after 3 million. So you put it in your word form. 3,000 3. And there's something very important here that I want you to know. You do not put the word and, because and in this type of problem is a decimal point, and we don't want a decimal in these numbers. We are working with whole numbers. So very important when you're doing word form, be careful with the word and, because when you're putting that word in there, you are adding a decimal point. Okay, here's another one. Let's just fill this page up and then I'll let this go. But I wanted to be sure that you saw some examples. Standard form. I'm going to use 96, 150. So let's expand. The only digit in there that I don't have to expand is the 0. So I have a 9 in the 10 thousands place. That's 9 times 10, or 90,000, plus 6,000, plus 100, plus 5 tens. So there's expanded form. And you notice I left the commas out in expanded form. You can put them in there if you want them. They're not required in expanded form. I'm dyslexic and all of that clutters up my vision for some reason. It really bothers me. So I tend to leave the commas out. But if they help you, put them in there. That is perfectly fine. Word form. I have 96,000, comma, 100, no and, 50. 96,150 in 3 forms. Okay, I think I can fit 3 more examples on here. So let's try in standard form. Two, 3, 8, and 6 zeros. 2, 3, 8, and 6 zeros. So let's expand anything that is not a 0. So we have a 2 in the 100 millions slot. So 200 million. I am going to put commas here because that number is so big. 200 million plus 30 million plus 8 million. And that's all I need to expand. That's enough. All those zeros are a lot. So word form, And usually when numbers get this big, we're using scientific form. That's the other form I haven't shown you yet, but you'll learn about it later on. Is 238 and I'm not going to put a comma because I'm going to put the word million, and I don't need a comma because I'm not going to put any more words. So 238 million in 3 forms. Okay, let's do a more normal number. So standard form, let's do 903 in standard form. Expanded form, is going to be 9 in the hundreds place. There are 0 tens and 3 in the ones place. So word form will be 900. You don't need a comma because there's not a comma in standard form. You do not need the word and. You just call it 903. Standard, expanded, and word. One more. Standard form. Let's do 532, comma 252. So let's expand this number into its place values. I have a 5 in the hundred thousands place, so 500,000 plus 3 in the 10,000s place, that's 30,000, plus 2 in the thousands place, 2,000, 2 in the hundreds place, 5 in the tens place, and 2 in the ones place. So in expanded form, there it is. Word form. I have 532,000 and we do need a comma because there's a comma in standard form right here. 532,252 in all 3 forms. Hopefully this is a little bit more clear now. If you were struggling with it before, I'm a firm believer that practice helps. I'm not going to say practice makes perfect because we don't need to be perfect. We just need to get better at our skills. So in the next video we'll look at rounding, I believe the next skill is, and you will use expanded form quite a bit as we move through this course. So you'll see these again, I promise, and then you will learn about the scientific form when we talk about decimals. So that's coming down the line. Have a great day, and I'll see you soon. Bye bye.